According to the U.S. Department of State's 2024 Human Trafficking Report on Niger, the report talks say Niger need to do better job to train officers wey go sabi identify victims of trafficking among people wey dey vulnerable. Now this one makes Center for Development and Cultural Interchange for Edo State organize 2 days Transport Leaders Roundtable training on December 5, 2024 wey go help fight human trafficking and migrant smuggling for transport sector. The event is sponsored by Kingdom of Netherlands and International Center for Migration Policy Development. Executive Producer, Center for Development and Cultural Interchange, Emmanuel Sule, for his speech, talk say human trafficking they affect people globally and come also point out say transport sector get big role to play for this fight. Kosti talk say,
it is an honor to address you today at this critical roundtable meeting on preventing and combating human trafficking, which is being sponsored by the Kingdom of the Netherlands and International Center for Migration Policy Development. This issue is one that transcends borders, industries, and societies, and it is our collective responsibility to take decisive action. As leaders in transportation, we are in a unique position to influence outcomes, and today we are here to discuss how we can work together to prevent this horrific crime. Human trafficking is one of the most heinous crimes of our time. It affects millions of individuals globally, stripping them of their dignity, freedom, and basic human rights. While it is easy to think of this as a distant issue, human trafficking operates in our communities, on our roads, and other places of transportation we manage. Over the years in Edo State, reports indicated that human traffickers have exploited millions of people, with women, children, and vulnerable individuals being the most impacted. Transport networks, particularly air and land-based systems, are unfortunately often exploited to facilitate the movement of victims. Traffickers use commercial transportation to smuggle individuals, transporting them from one location to another with no regard for their humanity or their rights. What are the roles of the transport leaders? Our transportation networks, airports, seaports, bus stations, and freight services are key touch points where human trafficking can either thrive or be prevented. The systems we oversee and manage, whether public or private, are a vital frontline in the battle against human trafficking. As transporters, we must recognize that we are not just logistic professionals. We are protectors of human dignity and safety. We are the ones who are uniquely positioned to spot the signs of trafficking, identify suspicious behavior, and prevent perpetrators from exploiting our transportation system. Whether it's an alert on a commercial bus ride to Kano, Sokoto, Abuja, Cotonou, Lome, and Ghana, or a consigned driver reporting an unusual stop, or a park attendant or ticket cashier recognizing a vulnerable traveler, each action can make a difference. There are key actions that we as leaders in the transportation sector must commit to. Training and awareness, ensuring that all personnel, from drivers and conductors and other park staff, are equipped with the knowledge and tools to identify the signs of trafficking is paramount. This training must be consistent, updated, and available to all staff. Collaboration and partnerships. We must collaborate with law enforcement, government agencies, NGOs, and other stakeholders to create a robust network of detection and response, information sharing, joint training sessions, and coordinated response plans are vital components of this. We live in a time where technology can be a powerful tool in the fight against trafficking. We must explore innovative solutions like tracking systems, AI-driven monitoring, and data analytics to identify suspicious patterns or movements that could indicate trafficking activities. Beyond our own operations, we must engage with the public, encourage citizens, tourists, and travelers to report suspected trafficking activities is crucial. Public awareness campaigns in transportation hubs can increase vigilance and prompt more people to take action. A culture of zero tolerance towards human trafficking must be ingrained in every level of the transportation industry. This involves setting clear policies, reinforcing ethical standards, and holding violators accountable.
Comrade Osita Osimene, wey be the facilitator, come engage the participants for one interactive session as im show dem through slide projector how human trafficking dey work, who dem dey target, and how to sabi traffickers. The participants come also contribute suggestions and recommendations.
The issue of human trafficking is something that we keep on talking, just like a gospel. Just like the way you talk about Bible, you talk about Quran, you try to refresh your memory every day because it's something that has come to stay. You understand? And it's affecting our families, it's affecting our children, it's affecting our relatives, both far and near. So it's something that as actors in the field, we must be responsible to ensure that this thing is brought to that is, we will reduce it. We may not be able to eradicate it, but we will have to check it and reduce it. As actors, because we are all actors in this field, and people that are ready to help combat human trafficking, we must understand these elements. There's another man we call smuggling of migrants. Smuggling. How many of us don't hear what it is smuggling? A lot of us too are also involved in that smuggling. Helping. Smuggling is different from trafficking. Smuggling, most times, most of the components here do not appear in smuggling. But the issue of movement, trying to dodge the person, to make sure the person enters, that one is mostly for international borders, not within. But it's also good for us to know about it, so that we'll be able to differentiate them. Because of we are based here in Edo State, we are concentrating more on human trafficking, which can happen both internal, which can also happen external. Then, because our people are involved, we need to help save them. Once you notice it, we can start stopping human trafficking from Edo State here, from our parks. Once you suspect, you see a young girl, or even young boys now are being trafficked. How many of us know that they are using young boys now? What do they use them for? The hawking, yes, it gets new. Oh, God bless you, sir. I'll give you my apple this morning. Can you imagine? They use them for cyber crime. They will recruit them, carry them to Ghana, Senegal. They will camp all of them, maybe like 15, 20, 50, inside the compound. Very small, they go to suffer these boys. They will work for nothing. Somebody is collecting their money. They are even using them too for this what they call them? Man to man. Yes. Some people recruit them by force. By force. They also use them for harvest organs. And you know the reason why these things are easy. You know, some of our young boys now, they don't want hustle days. They don't want work. They don't want start small. Even though I am not blaming them too much, because now what did the system create for them? You understand? Everybody now want to build house fast. They want to drive big car fast. They don't even want to live long self. You don't consign them. You know, unlike you are thinking of becoming a permanent secretary, you are thinking of retiring and going home, to relax and become the Odewere of your community. They know they think go that side again. I don't know if you understand. So that is why you see that anything will come their way now. As long as now, they don't want to know. So they are highly vulnerable because of greed. So our boys too, we should watch out. Even these are our young girls. There are also some other components of human trafficking when they come out. There's what we call egg poaching. How many of us have heard it? They go recruit our girls. Not the sex again, no. They give them drugs. Once they give them the drugs, their system will fertilize. Then they go harvest them. They go sell them millions. Give them like 50,000. Some people go camp them. This is what they do. That is why they said, if you look at the introduction where I said something, it said, human trafficking has been described as the largest human rights violation in the history of mankind. mankind, which means it is the worst sin ever in human history. So we as fathers, we as actors, it is our responsibility to make sure that we bring this fight to the barest minimum. Now, who is the victim of this trafficking? Who is the victim of this trafficking? Can somebody tell me who is the victim of this trafficking? To the best of our knowledge, I've mentioned a lot while I was talking. But for your own mind, who is the victim? Anybody can be a victim, even though we are going to categorize them. And that was why when I was talking, I made sure that even our young boys, I was very deliberate about it, so that we don't leave anybody behind. Now, a victim is any person, whether male or female, young or old. Even old person can be trafficked, especially elderly men that may not be able to, they have lost their senses, young or old who has been exploited or is being exploited or is about to be exploited for the purpose of forced labor. Look at all the things they are going to use them for. Either forced labor, sexual assault, domestic servitude, even for Nigeria here. I'm not going to mention the states. They will recruit doctors, they have vehicles, they will move to the street. As I don't want to use anybody as an example, but you go see somebody with the worker, they will just rush out. Motor will just park when they rush out, doctor will operate the person, come out in order. As actors, we need to be more proactive now. We may not begin to harass people in our park, but we can set up systems that will help us to report cases. Once you report cases, as far as I know, not be where we did 20 years ago when this fight began. We have gone far. We have improved in the fight against human trafficking in Nigeria. There are structures that are in place now. All you need to do is text message. I don't need to run up and down. You just send a text message, I forward the text message to another person. The other person, well, before you know, within 1 hour or even 30 minutes, that case is rescued. We have gotten to that stage. So that is how we should start working. And they have changed from the kind of system they are using to now begin to recruit people. Me and people suspecting that very soon this our definition of human trafficking will change because of the new things that have been added.
There are some people who will come to the park and bring some children. I don't know how we'll be able to identify the mother and the person that they are transporting to Lagos or trafficking to Lagos or what. Because sometimes when we get to Lagos, they'll say somebody is coming to pick the child. Sometimes 7, 8, 10, 12. You say it's my brother's son, my sister's daughter. Then when you get to Lagos, they'll come and pick the person up. Sometimes you wait for 2 days. You begin to call and call and call. Then maybe the number will not be good. They will tell you, oh, I've traveled. Just let the person be there. We'll come and pick it up. You pick him up or her. People we do see cases like that. Then when you begin to wait and you begin to wait, the person is not come. You will be wondering, why is this person really the person who was the rightful now, this child or whatever. So I want us to really find out if, like that Baba have said just now, one of our brothers just said now, a committee that will be monitoring paths. That will say, this child, is it for this person or how is it for, I don't know if you understand.
Very well.
So that is the system of people, women do use. Now you see some women, some Alaja, they will bring one child, they say, hey, you want to take him to Lagos or they are going to so place, you get, they call this number. The person is coming to, sometimes 3 days, the person will not even come to pick the child. Then you begin to feed and begin to take care of that child before the person will say he's coming. Thank you.
I don't know about this thing. This is one of the reasons why we are here. You see, you have given us, you have come up with a question, a problem, and you have also come up with a solution. I'll give you a practical example. This kind of thing happened in the international park in my 2, where a man was all putting on the slippers, looking very dirty, carrying a 4-year-old boy and 2 years old. As a driver, you don't even need to answer questions. It's a suspect. You know, the suspect is not a criminal until the person is investigated. I don't know if you understand. Right. So I'm just giving you one answer. Those people, they are suspects. You are not saying they are criminals. Eventually, it can be the person's child. I don't know if you understand, but the person has to prove it. Now, the transport chairman in that park immediately raised alarm. And the NURTW commander, because that place, I normally stay in that area, NURTW commander just said, Sister, can you bring this person for us? I carry the man and the children. We spent 1 month in the NURTW for investigation until the mother of those children came before they released those children to the mother. And the story plenty.
But I find that most of this important lies on our federal government. Our federal government. Because, you know, somebody make sure we their own. We find out, you know, this time around, to train a child to high station level was not an easy thing for the parents. Just at the end of the day, you will see children all the way from primary to secondary to university. You will graduate and come back home. Jobless, nothing. What that child will tell you is that I wish I know. My friends that were doing Yahoo when I was busy doing this in school, look at them now, they are driving GLK, what do you call it? They have hotel, I'm going to go and meet them, going to wish to go and do. I want to also for myself. Those things, you as a parent, whatever you tell that child, you will not listen to it. Look, my friends, look at how my friends, they are all these things. I'm busy reading, and at the end of the day, nothing to account for. So if you can use this can use this to talk to federal government, try and do something about this thing. You know, parents have a role to play, but the federal government still have a lot of role to play on this thing. It's not an easy thing.
I just wanted to add, you know, when we're talking about human trafficking, SARS, I want to thank God that we have more of our fathers here. Because most times when it comes to issues for families, attentions are usually paid to the mothers. But our fathers are those that are always out. So they engage more with people because our mothers, they're in the market at the spot. But looking at the very strong stakeholders that are here, when I saw the topic, I said, in fact, this was so calculating. Heads of transporters, as in leaders, so that these persons have had experience. So as a father, we begin to trace back to see how, while we are trying to mitigate from the top, we should also put more effort on the preventive mechanisms. Because truth is that most of these our children that are vulnerable are people who sometimes the home factor are also frustrated. Most times I pass through TED, I see some of our young boys, those that their heads are a bit cool, you know, in the conducting side. I try to engage them. You discover that most of them have been pushed to the extreme and so they leave. Let's try as parents first and heads of these strong stakeholders, see how we can make the home a bit comfortable so that our children will not be forced. When I mean children in quotes, it can be big or small, but you know, say okra not the top as the owner. To try and see how we can make the home a bit comfortable so that these people will not have reasons to come and get, because just like he said, the grassrooters, they monitor these families. So they know homes and persons that are vulnerable. So when they are coming to meet them, they've already done their check and know that these people have these lapses. So when they come with those options, these people grab it very quickly. But if we try to see how we can, from the home front, start preventing these issues, it will be a better job while trying to work with the ones that we already have handful. We'll don't add more from the younger generations. Thank you.
Honorable Andrew Zamiri, member representing Ovia North East constituency for Edo State House of Assembly, for in part, talks say transporters need to play their part well for the fight against human trafficking and illegal migration. A constituent say,
I want to use this opportunity to commend the major stakeholders of the transport industry, which are the owners and the union leaders Like I said in a previous engagement, I was met with the transport union leaders, and as when I came here, you can see the hugging and the shaking, so that you know that we also interface with the House of Assembly. There's a whole lot of responsibility in battling human trafficking rests squarely on the shoulders of the union leaders. Not even really the owners, because you can have somebody who invests in the transport, he doesn't operate it, but the operators and the union leaders, I think they are key in battling this scourge of human trafficking. I want to commend you all that the interest of Edo State, you have always, just like what my brother was saying now, I told him that I love that word and that term, that once they pay, their brain will set. I think it's a slogan
Yes.
that we should amplify, because we really need to set our brain to be reset.
Yes.
I'm not going to discuss what we discussed with the union leaders when it came to the House of Assembly. That is, we should keep that as a confidential discussion among the board. I want to employ them. Please play your role. You have a key role to play in this battle, and I am sure you will be able to do it to the benefit of Edo State. So not much to say, but to commend you and to encourage the organizers of this program. We need more collaboration. We need to bring more people in. The churches, the religious leaders, we need to bring them. You know, in Edo State was predominantly Christian, so of course overemphasis of churches will be there. We will also have the Muslim community, but there's a need to bring them in so that we can expand the discourse. Because the more people, just like what my brother said, or Mr. Olu said, by the time you give this information to the larger scope of people, then people will know the implications of some of these things. That some people don't know. That's just like what my constituent said now. There's some people who just feel that, if my children, abroad, I bring you Mercedes, why as a matter of fact, they won't tell you Oswald. When the wire say, well, am I right or wrong? Yeah. Oswald. You know, like we don't wait from we're but on a more serious note, I thank you very much. I commend what you guys are doing. Please let us expand the scope, let us expand the discourse, and like we said, the House of Assembly will be there to support whatever you want to do. They will be there. So thank you very much, and God bless you.
For their talk with our Tory person, Oluwatintamin C. Julius, Honorable Andrew Uzamere, Comrade Osita Osimene, Emmanuel Sule, and other stakeholders come chook mouth on top how important the training be and how it go help fight human trafficking and illegal migration for Edo State.
Like in my speech, I commended the organizers of this program to sensitize our people on the danger of human trafficking. So the essence of this program is to let our people know the danger, to let those who would likely be victims to know that there's danger in it, and those who are engaged in human trafficking, to stop, because for your personal gain you can endanger the lives of people. So that's why this program is very apt and very important that our people get to know that you cannot continue in this way. It's been going on for some time now, and we know the victims, when they come back, how their condition is. So there's a need for people to know that there's danger in it.
All right, so you said something about the committee
No, there's a committee on transport, and there's a need for transport operators, those who run the industry, the owners, the union leaders, the drivers, to sensitize them, because they are at the forefront to combat it. Because those who are being trafficked, they all move. They take vehicles, they go to the motor parks, and the operators will be at the first set of people to identify those who are probably being trafficked or those who are engaged in trafficking. So there's a need to sensitize them. There's a need to engage with them. So my committee in the House of Assembly, we also engage with the transport industry. So with the organizers of this program, in collaboration with the Edo State House of Assembly, collaborating with the union leaders, collaborating with the transport owners. So we have this synergy where we all agree and be committed to combating human trafficking.
The matter don't tell when it starts, but since around 2016, now government come serious put to see how they could take reduce them for Edo State. And since then, we as NGOs come join hands with government to see we reduce them to the barest minimum. Particularly all those our young boys and young girls when they die for desert and Mediterranean Sea. We don't join hands with government to see how we take stop them, make them not they travel again. If they won't travel, make they pass through the safe way. They go get visa from embassy. They go enter plane. They go travel without problems. Since we don't involve, since stakeholders don't join hands together to stop them, things don't improve. But you know, say at any time when we say you relax, the thing will come up again. So that's why we bring critical stakeholders like transporters, those leaders of transport unions and owners of transport companies to come join hands with us, so that we will fit reduce them more and prevent people from entering vehicles to Libya and to Cotonou, Togo, because most of our youths don't dey there. You know, some of them they harvest their organs, they kill them. Some young girls they do prostitution for there. So we join hands with transporters, make we take stop them, make them not fit travel again, go there. And for now, we just start. So we bring all of them together to round table so that we go discuss. Now, waiting we discuss, now we can decide on what to do. And the transporters today now, if you stay with us during the meeting, they don't come up with their own plans. They say they go join hands with us and join hands with government to stop them for Edo State.
They try to equip all these transport owners, transport workers about the issues of human trafficking so that they go help fight this matter. We don't chop inside Edo State where this human trafficking matter. Many people don't die. And traffickers just they do anything with their life. And you know, and we know they say transporters, they're very important to when I make us bring them, come inside this matter. I can't teach them. Because if they know what be human trafficking, they go fight them. What do we find out? They say many people don't know what be human trafficking. I make them know even they interested. But now, so don't teach them, you see, say their eye open. And they can't even understand what be human trafficking. So they can't show interest, say they go follow fight them. Now, by the next step we will go do, now we'll teach them about the laws too. They need to know about the laws where they exist, both the national law, international law, so that at the end of the day, they go fit also they pass information. They tell people, say this thing where they do bad, or if you do see the punishment where they inside. Because if people don't know anything, they not go fit follow fight the matter. So that be what we go do. The next step we will go take now. Yes.
This training where they come, so you know, say our work it be like security work because now we they control vehicles, now we get vehicles. Most passengers now park there, and most of these things now park now for they happen. Waiting this program will come, so it can't show us many things we will not know about human trafficking. Because if they traffic people, that transport will carry them. So make we put our eyes down, make we take note, make we take the vigilant enough, make we take note. If that kind of thing they happen or not, we'll report to the appropriate authority. Now be this. And we commend government and the people we do and the government of Netherlands, we do bring this program. And we would like make this kind of program they continue, so that other people will know. If people they enlighten that, they show people, they tell people, see, I think this thing will reduce well. So we're happy well for this program with them. So we get a lot of things we will learn for here. So we said we'll come up from here now, we'll go tell our people, say, that's so it's supposed to be so as to bring down the issue of this human trafficking.
We don't talk on issues wey concern human trafficking. We don't talk everywhere you they go. People they talk but awareness no they ever they finish. And today they don't look, say, for amongst people where they talk to for issues of human trafficking, it gets some key stakeholders who be say you must bring to the table. And these people now be road transport users, unions of transport owners, and all of them. Knowing fully well, say, no trafficking go fit take place from one place to the other without the use of mobility, cars, and road and all that. So today they bring them not only to tell them the dangers of human trafficking, to also tell them the little things so they go feel they look as signs where they go see for park, the way where people they move, the way they don't say talk, the way they're supposed to talk, questions where person where supposed reach to answer, no. E no fit talk where for they come, e no fit talk where they go. If they behave like somebody will be say they use something to take touch, e no dey confident of himself. Person where they travel, no hold anything. You don't even know where they go. You don't even get money for pocket. All of these signs they where be say then somebody where just they near somebody where not feel look left and right until the person where stand with give a nod for head. You go know see that person they on that question. So all these little signs now they don't teach today say maybe they look onward to get so that when they see these things. The reason why they can't bring them together be say there are collaborative bodies where be saying that then they in charge like NURTW, NOA, NGOs like us, and even the body thanks to them CDCI where be saying that they organize this program where they go fit call so that when they see that kind of thing they call them, they go come, they go respond, and they will fit deliver that person from being trafficked.
The event of today, I'm very impressed, and I will want the government to continue with this with this event so that we should be educated about migration and human trafficking. And at the time people know the implications, they will now know how to defend people from being taken away by other people. So I'm very happy that government has started to bring this type of program. So I will want the government to continue throughout the motor parks to educate drivers and the implications in human trafficking. Myself, I don't like it, and I used to watch some social medias. I see how people die, and I see how people they took to overseas, and how they die also. Somebody, and some of them they carry them, they sell them to other people like slaves, which is very bad. I want the government to continue, not only in the urban area, in the rural area. Our fathers in the villages, they don't know what is happening. Our mother, they don't know what is happening. Somebody will just meet them to say, I want to carry your pikin go overseas, make it go work. That person has no farm there. He has no industry there. They want to carry your pikin go work. What type of work? For prostitution or what? So I want government to continue so that at the time we see these things in the motor park, we will call the proper people to come and take them away.
Well, I really like the program because people will come, they are really stakeholders where they supposed to know the thing where they talk about. And I really appreciate the fact that they give us good feedback, they learn one or two things, and they also drop lessons too, where they know say they go give their own drivers and people for park. So hopefully we will hope say everybody for those they go they more informative about this issue of trafficking so that everybody could they live a normal good life.
Make una no forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am. We no dey take blame. From Benin City, Ekata Ojesele, TMC TV News.